Hello and welcome to Inside the PGTI. After Chikkarangappa S triumphed at the Take Open Golf Championship in Bengaluru, it was time for the 2016 PGTI Players Championship presented by Tollygunge Club to take centre stage. The event was great news for golf lovers in Kolkata, as the PGTI Players Championship was the first PGTI Tour event to be held at the Tollygunge Club after more than 5 years.
We are absolutely delighted. When we first got confirmation from Mr. Mundi, uh, it was a dream come true because we were really looking forward to it.
We believe that we should actually give back to the sports. Whether it's riding, whether it's golf, whether it's tennis, we must give back. And with that aim, with that objective, we reconnected with PGTI.
I personally really love coming to this club. I've been coming here since '92 now, and it gives you a very the feeling of the British Raj, literally. I personally really like the golf course a lot and the club a lot.
It's the latter half of the season, and it's important to keep your momentum going because we got some big tournaments coming up towards the end. So if you do well in these, it's a good boost for your confidence and will help you do well in the bigger tournaments as well.
लास्ट ईयर मैं यहाँ खेला भी था सही था। उसके बाद जो मेरा फिनिश था वो मैंने यहाँ थर्ड फिनिश किया था। तो बेसिकली मैं चाहता हूँ कि वो चीज़ें कंटिन्यूसली जिस लेवल पे छोड़ा था वहीं से स्टार्ट करूँ।
टूर्नामेंट तो मेरे लिए थोड़ा सा है, क्योंकि अभी एक मैच भी जीता नहीं हम, सेकंड आया पर एक मैच भी जीता नहीं। अभी मकाऊ में भी अच्छा खेल रहे थे हम, हाँ, तो लास्ट डे हम ख़राब खेला कोई बात नहीं, पर एक्सपीरियंस गुड। बाहर में खेलने से एक्सपीरियंस बढ़ता है, बहुत कुछ सीख पाते हैं हम।
Unlike the other events on the PGTI Tour, which are of 4 rounds, the PGTI Players Championship was a 3-day event that had 3 rounds. The event was slated to be played over 54 holes, with the cut being applied after 36.
Still have to swing that golf club, right? And you still have to hold the putt and then walk on to the next tee. So nothing changes. Absolutely nothing changes. It's a 54-hole tournament only because we've had the Diwali on a day where people would have preferred not to go out and play a tournament. So we wanted everybody to come and play the tournament. So that's why we had to cut it down by a day.
At the end of it, you just got to be a little more aggressive since you have one less of a day. And well, I guess it's a 3-day event because of the festival season. No one wanted to play during the Diwali time, and we didn't even want not to play. So I think it was players are pretty okay with the 3-day event. We have something to play for.
I think everyone is pretty much used to playing events which are cut short. Like a lot of times when we play in Asia, we have tournaments which are 3-day events because of the rains we are not able to finish around, and it ends up being a 3-day event. So I don't think there will be any difficulty in that way. I think everyone is going to adjust to it pretty good.
3 दिन के टूर्नामेंट के लिए सब में बेसिकली चीज़ ये रहता है कि पहले 2 राउंड आपको क्लियर निकालने ज़रूरी है। उसके बाद लास्ट राउंड है वो जो भी हो उसके ऊपर डिपेंड है। एटलीस्ट जो थर्ड राउंड है वो फाइनल राउंड के हिसाब से ही हो जाता है। और बेसिकली मज़ा ये है कि कई टाइम बाद 3 दिन का टूर्नामेंट खेलेंगे।
The field featured some of India's leading professionals, such as Shubhankar Sharma, Kalin Joshi, Mukesh Kumar, and Om Prakash Chauhan. The local hopes were resting on Kolkata golfers Shankar Das and Firoz Ali Mollah, while the likes of Sri Lankans N. Thangaraja and Anura Rohana, as well as Bangladesh's Md Zamal Hossain Mollah, added a foreign flavour to the event. With Kolkata hosting 3 PGTI events in the calendar year, the event at Tollygunge gave the golfers a perfect opportunity to make a mark at a location they were quite familiar with.
The RCGC and Tolly Club, they're absolutely and totally different golf courses. And this is a pretty short course, but it's a very tight course, and I think it rained a couple of days back, so it's playing to its length. So I played today, and I think it's going to be a tough cookie this week.
This has been one of my favorite courses because I won in D category here and in B category. So this is a very favorite course, and it's a very difficult course. There are a few holes like 3rd and 5th where you have to hit it straight. So it's a difficult golf course.
I believe that I can really do well here, and I have good fond memories of this place. I've come here a lot as a junior actually. So I've stayed here in the club quite a few times. And today actually on the golf course, it was kind of nostalgic because I was getting those thoughts in my head that what I used to feel when I was a junior. And it was awesome. So expecting good things.
अच्छा है, पर बहुत नैरो है, जैसा DGC। राइट लेफ्ट मारो तो 1 ओवर तो पक्का है, तो इसलिए यहाँ पे मेन चीज़ है डाइव अगर आप फेवर मार रहे हो तो इजी है, वेरी इजी। और पट में ग्रीन थोड़ा टफ है। ये पट पिल जाए 6 फुट 7 फुट का, लकी, गुड लक।
The 18-hole, 70-par 100-acre championship golf course at Tollygunge is designed by internationally reputed golf architects. The all-season course is rich in challenge and natural appeal. It caters to different skill levels, and with the tournament being played over 3 days, the golfers had a clear strategy on the greens.
You still got to have your same pattern for the first 2 days, and then, well, you got to take your chances when you can. I mean, you are definitely way more aggressive than what you would be in a 4-day event. And so yeah, I would say that you got to be probably 20 to 30% more aggressive, because it's a 3-day event and you got one less of a day.
No, if you're putting it well, you're sinking putts, you don't have to be aggressive. You can hit it on the fairway and you can hit it in 20 feet and then sink a putt. But if you're not putting it well, you have to be aggressive.
हर टूर्नामेंट में फोर्थ लास्ट राउंड रहता है वो अटैकिंग रहता है, तो बेसिकली ये सोचूंगा कि जो थर्ड राउंड है यही फोर्थ राउंड है, इसलिए थर्ड राउंड में अटैकिंग स्टार्ट हो जाएगी.
The course, also known as the Garden Course, features a number of water hazards. The tree-lined fairways are wide while the greens are small, forcing the players to be accurate with their iron play.
There are a lot of water hazards here, plus the tree line. We don't usually play this kind of a tree line, and the course is very narrow. So most of the holes you have to hit irons off the tee, because you cannot take out your driver or 3 woods because it's a short golf course. But at the same time, it's very narrow and the greens are very slopey.
The key is to keep it in play. Keep it in play off the tee. Maybe, just lay up on a few holes with irons, and so that you get birdie opportunities, or you get a shot where you can get it on the green.
This is an old style golf course. I think Tolly Club was established all the way back in 1895. So a lot of big trees. A lot of the trees are actually, the branches are overhanging onto the fairways. So you got to be careful of that. Your ball doesn't catch any overhanging branches, and it's also got fairly small greens. So hitting your approaches onto the greens is a little tricky. You got to be good with your accuracy and your yardage control.
The Tollygunge Club has also been one of the nurseries of Indian golf over decades, having produced many top-class professionals, including SSP Chaurasia. It was now time for India's leading golfers to make a mark on a new fixture in the PGTI calendar. Despite forecasts of rain, the weather gods were kind as round 1 started at Tollygunge Club. Shubhankar Sharma, who started from the back 9, didn't have the greatest of starts to the week after registering a bogey on his very first hole. However, that did not prove to be a dampener for the 20-year-old. He rallied with an eagle birdie run from the 13th through the 15th, eventually adding 4 more birdies on the front 9 to end the day with a healthy 7 under and propel himself to the top of the leaderboard. Hani Basoya, the runner-up in Chennai last month, had an outstanding day. 5 birdies and just 1 bogey ensured he ended the day in tied 3rd place. Veteran golfer Mukesh Kumar once again showed his consistency on the greens, cutting a round of 3 under on the day. Despite 2 bogeys on the 4th and the 18th, 5 birdies ensured he made a mark on the leaderboard. Joining Mukesh at 3 under was Kalin Joshi. He became one of the 9 golfers bunched together in tied 6th place at 3 under 67. A lot was expected from local hope Shankar Das. However, he had a mixed round with a score of 3 under. O.P. Chauhan carded a round of 2 under to be tied 15th with 6 other golfers. So a look at the leaderboard confirms a very competitive day on the greens in Kolkata. Giving Shubhankar company at the top of the leaderboard was veteran Digvijay Singh. It was a great performance from Digvijay after not having posted a single top 10 on the PGTI this year. Divyanshu Bajaj was the highest placed Kolkata golfer on day 1, occupying the joint 3rd position along with Hani Basoya and amateur Karandeep Kochhar.
I had a good stretch of holes in the beginning. In the first 6 holes, I had an eagle and 2 birdies. It always helps when you have a few birdies in the first few holes, and an eagle obviously is very, very good. So it only makes it easier to, get a low round. But again, I started with a bogey on the very first hole, which was the 10th hole. So I'm pretty happy with the way I, handled myself and came back after that bogey on the first hole and made 2 birdies and an eagle in the back 9, which was my front 9, to go 3 under after 9 holes. And after that, I just kept on pushing myself. Just kept telling myself, keep hitting greens, try and make as many putts as possible. And I think that's what I did. Till the end, I was attacking pins and I made a few crucial putts to finish well.
All the action from round 2 as Digvijay Singh continues his resurgence. We'll be back in a short while. Welcome back to Inside the PGTI. With the first round being completed at the Tollygunge Club, all eyes were on who will make the cut for the PGTI Players Championship. Before we show you all the round 2 action, here's a special look at how a golfing academy at the Tollygunge Club is grooming the next generation of Kolkata golfers.
It's to teach golf to everybody. So we've got 80-year-olds coming and taking lessons also. We've got professionals who come. We've got members who are really struggling with their game all their life. So we've got that kind of people also, other than the juniors. So the idea of the academy was to provide golf for everybody. Every member, every youngster, they can come and learn here. We've got 10 underprivileged kids, mainly caddies' children who come here for golf. And what we're doing is we're finding them sponsors, for them to play also. And they're all ranked in the top 3 or 4 in Eastern India. And some of them are in the top 10 in India. So these kids have been doing well. And not only juniors, we've got Sunit Chaurasia, who's again comes from a very, very challenged background. He's now in the top 10 in India also as an amateur. And then we've had children like Tutu Lali, who's gone and played the World Juniors in San Diego and finished top 25. So, we've been working with kids for the last 16 years who come from underprivileged background. And there are a lot of NGO schools who send their children. So, we take in 10, 15 kids, give them golf classes. If they're talented, then we, support them further.
जब मैं बाहर जाता हूँ खेलने के लिए तो इंद्रित सर तो मुझे कॉन्फिडेंस देते हैं। मेरा कॉन्फिडेंस थोड़ा लो हो जाता है बाहर जाने के समय, तो वो लोग बोलते हैं कि अच्छे से खेलो, कॉन्फिडेंस थोड़ा रहने से अच्छा होगा।
बॉल मारने में काफ़ी फैसिलिटीज़ है, कोर्स में जाने की काफ़ी फैसिलिटीज़ है, जो नॉर्मल किसी और को बहुत कम मिलता है।
हम लोग को यहाँ सुबह से शाम तक रेंज में प्रैक्टिस करने को मिलता है। बहुत सपोर्ट मिलता है, मुझे नहीं लगता कि ऐसे सपोर्ट और कहीं मिलता होगा।
We've always had a serious issue with space in Tolly, and the driving range is only about 70 yards wide and 190 yards long. So the challenge was to create a driving range where we could accommodate enough people in the future to really make it viable. And the kind of space we had only space for 15, 16 people to hit. And so we basically decided that, we're going to build a 2-tier range where we can accommodate up to 34 people. We have a very detailed tracking system of juniors. We've got a file on each kid, and we've got a 5-level program, right from beginners to advanced. Advanced as in, you could be a professional golfer also. We've got a total of 26 teachers.
What about the shaft angle? What is the shaft angle? When you're putting, you have to keep it more along the ground. So when you putt, it has to be along the ground.
We try and use as much technology as we can. So we've got video analysis, we've got a flight scope which is quite state of the art. So we've got an indoor putting studio where we've got the sensors to monitor your putting. So we are pretty much in-house self-sufficient. We've gotten teachers from Bihar School of Yoga to actually conduct yoga classes for golfers, tailor-made for golf. And that does help, handling pressure, staying calm, and that's showing results.
बॉल तो मेंटल है, जब आपका माइंड ठीक से नहीं रहेगा, फोकस नहीं होगा, तो आप इधर बॉल मारेंगे तो उधर चले जाएगा। इसलिए मन
और शरीर दोनों को एक साथ करके जो हम लोग करते हैं वो गोल्फ में भी लगता है, योगा में भी लगता है। इसलिए योगा के साथ गोल्फ बहुत अच्छा मिलजुल है।
योगा से नॉर्मली जैसे टूर्नामेंट खेलते हो, जैसे आप बॉल कहीं फंस जाता है, आपको काम रहने में हेल्प करता है, आपको प्रेशर मेंटेन करने में हेल्प मिलता है। जैसे आप कोई मेरे से पहले पट डाल दिया और जीतने वाला पट है उसका, और मैं डालने से अगर वो हाफ होता है तो उसमें मेरे को हेल्प मिलता है कि काम रहूँ और आराम से करूँ।
जब आप अच्छे खेलते हो तब आप सोचते हो कि हम जीत जाएंगे, पर वैसा नहीं होता है। यू गेट मोर हाइपर दैट टाइम, सो योगा मेक्स अस काम एट दैट टाइम, दैट वी डोंट गेट हाइपर एट टाइम्स, इसलिए योगा हेल्प करता है।
We as players have always been very self-centered, you know, as a player. And when you start teaching and you see these kids and, you know, and you start feeling for them, it's a completely different feeling. And I think that's the most satisfying thing that, I mean, there have been hundreds of instances where these kids have actually come out and thanked you. And we need a lot more academies, you know, which are open to the public and which are affordable, because there would be probably 100 Tiger Woods, you know, hidden in India who never got an opportunity.
Digvijay Singh, the overnight joint leader, followed up his fabulous 63 in round 1 with a solid 67 to raise hopes of winning his first title in over 4 years. Digvijay, who won his last title at the Panasonic Open in 2012, had his second straight bogey-free round. He also recorded 3 birdies, all from within 4 feet, to put him in pole position in Kolkata. Kalin Joshi, lying overnight tied 6th, made a move on day 2 with a brilliant 65. Kalin, who began the day with a bogey on the first hole, stormed back into contention with 6 birdies. Kolkata's Shankar Das was third in the clubhouse at 6 under 134 after his second successive 67. Shubhankar Sharma, the joint first-round leader, was even par for the day after having played 12 holes in round 2. With the youngster hoping to make a late charge on Digvijay, a thunderstorm in Kolkata dashed his hopes of completing his round. Play was then called off due to heavy rain, with only 60 players completing round 2 out of a total of 118 players in the field. The remaining players had to then resume their second round with an early start at Kolkata on the third day. And that start seemed to inspire the young Karandeep Kochhar. The 17-year-old amateur, who is currently India's top junior golfer, had won a junior event at the same venue the previous week, and it seemed the experience was helping him in Kolkata. He kept his nerve to make 1 birdie in his remaining 10 holes from round 2 to close the penultimate round with a 2 under 68. His 2-round total of 6 under 134 placed him in tied third, 4 shots behind the second round leader, Digvijay Singh. Meanwhile, Divyanshu Bajaj from Kolkata gave the home crowd something to cheer about with a round of 2 under, which took his tally to 6 under for the week. Once the second round was completed, the cut was declared at 3 over. 56 professionals and 1 amateur made the cut. Digvijay Singh held a 2-stroke advantage over Kalin Joshi, while a round of 1 over for Shubhankar Sharma ensured he had to be content with sharing the 3rd position with Shankar Das, Divyanshu Bajaj and Karandeep Kochhar.
It was a bit of an iffy start for me. I did manage a few pars from here and there, I just salvaged pars, couple of places. I could have played better, but overall satisfactory. So going into the final round, I don't know, if I just keep doing what I'm doing, I think I'll walk away with the trophy.
Up next, an amateur plays the round of his life. That and a lot more in the thrilling conclusion to the PGTI Players Championship at the Tollygunge Club. Welcome back to Inside the PGTI from the Tollygunge Club in Kolkata. Let's now dive into all the action from the final round. With the locals hoping for a late charge from Shankar Das, his round of 1 under in round 3 ensured he ended the week as the highest placed professional from Kolkata. He clinched tied 7th position at 7 under 203. Digvijay Singh, who came into the final round at the top of the leaderboard, could not build on his momentum built over the previous 2 days. He slipped to tied 3rd after a 70 in round 3. Digvijay had to be content with sharing the 3rd spot with Bengaluru's Halin Joshi, who carded at 68 and ended the tournament at 10 under 200. O.P. Chauhan, as he has done in the past, made a stunning late charge on the greens at the Tollygunge Club. He climbed from tied 7th in round 2 to claim 2nd position after his error-free 3rd round of 64. With all the experienced players struggling to come to terms with the wet conditions, young amateur Karandeep Kochhar played the round of his life. The Chandigarh lad was simply outstanding on the final day, shooting an 8 under 62, the best round of the tournament. The youngster delivered 6 birdies against a lone bogey on the first 12 holes and comfortably powered ahead of his competition with some outstanding drives on the 14th, 15th and the 16th that led to birdies. With a 3-stroke lead and 2 holes to play, Karandeep displayed a cool head to seal a stunning triumph, registering a 3-shot win at the 30 lakh rupees event. Karandeep, who totaled 14 under 196 in the 3-round event, thus became the youngest player to win on the PGTI at the age of 17 years and 5 months. He thus broke the previous record held by Shubhankar Sharma, who won in Kochi in 2014 at the age of 17 years and 8 months. The 6-foot-tall Class 12 student Kochhar set another record by becoming the first Indian amateur to win an event on the PGTI. Bangladesh's Md Zamal Hossain Mollah is the only other player to have won on the PGTI as an amateur after having done so at the Bangladesh Open in 2009.
I just can't believe it till now that I won. You know, it was just the last few holes, the last 5-6 holes. I just didn't know what was happening, and I just kept swinging the club like I was doing the past few weeks, and well, it was good enough to win, and I'm just so glad. I just can't believe it. It just hasn't sunk in yet. It will by time. This is definitely for my mom, no one else, because she's the one who's worked the hardest with me. She works in a school, and you know, after school she's just with me every time. Like, she's there when I'm practicing, she's there when I'm on the course. She's there with me every time, and it's her birthday today, so this couldn't be on a better day, I guess.
A look at the leaderboard then sums up the thrilling finish at the Tollygunge Club. Om Prakash Chauhan claimed the runner-up spot at Tolly at 11 under 199 after his final round of 6 under 64. Chauhan took home a cheque of 4.5 lakh rupees for the best performance by a professional. There were encouraging signs for Digvijay Singh, who would be hoping to continue his resurgence in the latter half of the season. That's all we have for you on this edition of Inside the PGTI. A memorable win for a youngster capped a thrilling week in Kolkata. Thanks so much for watching.